I'm mostly afraid that I will not understand you, or you will not understand me
Yeah, no,
in some
I understand you.
situations.
So, all right, stream should be online now. There we go.
If
Yeah,
I
okay,
see,
awesome. We're streaming now.
turn it on. Yep, this is working.
Yep, wonderful. All right, I'll alert the people in the PP chat. All right, wonderful. So, shall we talk a bit about these two players and their run up to the finals? Because there's been a
To be honest, I can't.
remember. It's okay. Here's the
I
link.
need to turn on our stream because there's too many voices here. I can't say anything about Isza. I played versus her once. Oh, it's he. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Genesis was
but
just saying in the chat as well that it is it their first finals for both of them, and it is. Although Troller's got a bronze medal before, but yeah, this is their first final for both of them. So new kids on the block, isn't it? Let's see, who did they beat in the first round? Sorry, I'm absolutely blind. So Isza beat Sunny in the first round. It was basically sort of like his tutor, and Troller beat Byron. Both of those with both of those were 3-0 wins. Second round, Isza beat the Idiot Ninja, who's a good up and comer, and Troller beat JT DeHop, who's also a good up and comer. This is a lot. This tour's just been about good up and comers for the most part. Round 3, Isza beat Oibaf, who no one expected to be there either. Although I don't think anyone expected Isza to be there either. Troller beat Beds in round 3, 3-1, which is also really good. In the semis, Troller beat Evan RBY 3-2. No one expected Evan there either. And Isza beat Rudolph 3-1, who people maybe expected there but didn't expect to lose to Isza. So we've got Isza versus Troller, which is a really surprising final.
I can't say that it's very surprising because she's participating for a half of year, but maybe it's the first time when she is shining.
Yeah.
It's more surprising to see somebody like even RBY in the semifinals or Rudolph.
Yeah.
It's for
You
me.
probably need to change your settings on Discord a little bit. Just make it so that it's either like push to talk and always push it when you're talking, or set it so that it's basically continuously on. Just because it cuts out slightly, which makes it a little harder to understand. It's cool seeing like 12 people on the server as well. Yeah, I think Troller's less surprising to see here, but Lucha and others have tapped him as being pretty good for a long time, and he's done fairly well in the Italian sort of circuit. But I didn't even know Isza really played RBY. I mean, I knew he played ADV and was like Sunny's tutor, but I didn't but I didn't realize that he even really played RBY. So I felt like he was a really big surprise here. But I think people sort of felt like Troller sort of eventually he would get an empty win. So we'll see if this is it or if we get a really surprise winner in Isza. It's not the first time that we've had a surprise win. We had Cheryl Astra who sort of surprised everyone, didn't he as well? I can't remember what Master Tour that was. Probably about like 10 or so Master Tours ago now, but just an Italian wonder out of nowhere. Not quite nowhere, but yeah, there's I think this season's sort of really been typified by the just sort of the lack of the general great quality players playing it. I mean, there's who was playing. There was Pisune, there was Beds, and there was me, and there was you. And there's GG Fan, and there's not really that much else that's sort of like even like the top level of PP in there. I mean, there's some decent people like Linek and Rudolph and whatnot. But yeah, really, it was a really open field. I felt just about anyone really could make it, and just about anyone did make it by the looks of things. So,
Let's talk some more about Troller.
more about what?
We can see that Troller only was on the third place in Master Tournament once.
Yeah.
It was Master Tournament number 25, but
Yeah.
sure,
So
he
that's
deserves
like a year, is
he
it?
deserves
Isn't
this final for years. Maybe he will finally win a tournament.
it?
I hope so, because I'm a big fan of his skills.
Yeah.
Maybe something like this. We were partners during Pokemon Online Champions League. He helped me a lot, and
What year was
together we won. We won this, but he played for Ubers.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think Troll is probably like the favorite going into this, but I feel like we don't really know enough about Isza's play to really say one way or the other. I mean, he made it here, so I think to me that's part of what makes this final more exciting than usual. Maybe is the fact that we've just got these two lesser seen players in the finals, at least.
It's good to see that no Pearson, no Batshuayi in the finals.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, Troller's the
It's
one
a
responsible
fresh
for
air.
taking out beds. Yeah, definitely. It's sort of a fresh. Yeah, definitely it's fresh. And Rudolph beat Peas, and then Isza beat Rudolph. So that's how we lost Peas. I mean, he went the full 5 games with Rudolph, but Rudolph's another person who's been tapped as up and coming, hasn't he? Really? I mean, Lucha's had eyes on him for years, really, saying that like he could be like he's like the Greek Marco ASD if he works hard enough at it. Turn down your volume, Diego. Lucha's been saying for like well over a year maybe that he's like the Greek Marco ASD if he works at it. And it does seem like he's probably been working at it, so it's just a case of him actually participating in the tournaments now. And now that he's here, I think he could make a really big mark. I mean, beating Pisune 3-2 in a Master Tournament is not a small deal.
Troller is online.
Yeah, it's just asking me if ISZ is Isza. Is the answer. So, showing up on the screen. For those not aware, Isza with the ISZA is not the same person as Isza, ISA. Isza is from the US somewhere, and Isza with the S is from Sweden, and he's been around a lot longer. And has more
What
achievements.
if that is fake of Isza? What if?
So, alright, in the chat they're saying I still want to start, and he's saying give me a minute. So, we should be starting soon. Start of what could be a 5-game set. Could potentially be even longer if we end up with any draws. This should be good fun. There's so many people come on to watch as well. I think this might be the most people we've had on the PP server, which is kind of funny. Although you can't see it on the stream, it says 14 users. Which is quite a lot, although there's a ghost of Huston online, so because there's a
I can see only 10 spectators on the stream. No, one of them is me, so -1.
Yeah, I've set the stream up, the setup so that you can only see the in battle thing when we're in the battle rather than any of the chat or anything, which just does mean we don't really get to see much in the break, and it's hard to sort of like adjust where your screen's sort of at in OBS Studio. So, and there's sort of natter over the time zones as well. So Troll is saying that he didn't fuck up, yeah, maybe Isza fucked up. But I think that the US might have changed the time or something. I don't know. The US is weird and they have too many time zones. Blame them for being so big. No one can schedule with people from there. So Also, my internet is a tiny bit shaky, but hopefully that won't come into play over the series. But just fair warning that there's a small chance that things do fuck up because of that. I'm in a new place, so hopefully it should be without issue. Alright, we're in the game.
Okay.
RBY 1U. Game 1, Jolteon lead versus Starmie lead. So Starmie lead's starting to switch out here. Jolteon probably either Thunder Waves or Thunderbolts. What's your take on this lead matchup then? I mean, obviously it favours Isza, but...
To be honest, maybe Jolteon is not the best lead right now in era of Alakazams everywhere. So
yeah, it really
maybe
has
it was predictable to make a double kick for the first turn, but he made a Thunder Wave, and now Chansey can be freezed.
Yeah, it can't be freezed and it can block sleep as well, but it does have the advantage of you can then go at it with Lax. But is he running no Chansey? Sorry, because he's not switching into the Starmie with his Chansey, which he really should be. Although he goes into Jolteon on the recover.
Maybe right now with paralyzed Chansey and Starmie, Jolteon is a 3
Yeah.
for him if she will be very lucky with all crits. Like he paralyzed for Troller.
And
Another one for
again,
Isza.
yeah. As Executor coming in, we see a Pin Missile and taking sleep, or Thunder Wave. Here we do. So, we'll see if Isza's got the luck to take down this Executor. And he gets Thunder Wave full paralysis, Pin Missile, 5 hits full paralysis, so he's going Chansey again to keep Executor around. So that Executor's down at 36% and paralyzed, and that's pretty much right off the bat. This Jolteon's causing some trouble, even though he's got the Chansey and the Executor, and it's right at the start of the game, so...
I'm not sure that with 36% of health, Executor will sleep somebody. Maybe he stayed with it for boom sometime. Maybe he will paralyze Chansey.
Yeah,
sometime and
then definitely you can still get plenty of value out of it, but it's not straightforward. Against Executor, it can get obviously against Chansey. I believe it just about lives Ice Beam at that roll. I could bring up the calc actually. I'll use calc.
I wanna see self-destruct maybe.
Yeah.
Next turn.
And he switches Executor on there. That's a strange play. But presumably he's just going to get off the explosion there, which he does. So, but I'm not sure that was worth it unless he has like a Chansey or something left.
We definitely can say that Isza don't have rock type Pokemon. Maybe she have Lapras. Maybe something like Slowbro in this team.
Yeah, possibly. Well, I think that he doesn't. That Isza doesn't have a Chansey because he didn't go to it versus that Starmie. So it makes me think that he's got like an Executor,
like
Starmie, and Alakazam, that sort of team. But he lets Tauros get paralyzed. Which is I really don't think that was a great turn. It just shows, especially with the Laxan, he can't handle this Snorlax. So this Snorlax is just like Troller just mind gamed him there, thinking that Isza would double to the Tauros to counteract the Starmie or Chansey switch. I really think that going Chansey was a better play there. But Isza's losing his Tauros for nothing, and it's looking like Troll's crushing. Okay, I wonder if we'll see a normal move on this Executor, maybe a Hyper Beam or something, or
nope.
Double Edge. Yeah, that would have been the time to use Double Edge if he had it, but if he had Hyper Beam, I don't think Chansey's in range at that point. I really don't use Hyper Beam Executor too much, although it is a good set.
Okay, Troller 9 now is in a good situation instead of like it
Yeah.
was. Oh, critical hit from
Yeah,
Jolton
he
and
got
Lex
critical
is
hit.
dead.
Yeah, and there was a critical hit body slam as well from the Tauros that if he hadn't had that, even Lax would still be around. So,
AQ will kill this.
yeah,
Oh,
and there's a
Starmie.
Starmie. Unless the last Chansey, then it's a no Chansey team. But I
It was
reckon it's probably
predictable
something
to
like
have
Alakazam.
water type Pokemon for Isza as one of the last.
Yeah, definitely. With the Jolteon, you almost always go with some sort of water type. You maybe go with small chance of going with something fun like a fire type or even double electric. But yeah, normally you wouldn't run a rock with it, and you wouldn't run another electric with it. So almost
The
certainly a
most
water
interesting
type.
situation what Dollar have got last. It can be Golem, it can be Zapdos, it can be Jolteon.
It could even be another water type, although I'm not fond of it. But something like Lapras there would work perfectly fine too.
Not really.
Isza gets the explosion off on the Chansey, which makes the Jolteon and probably Alakazam much more threatening. Ah, and it is a Chansey, so it's not no Chansey and just played around the Starmie horribly earlier. Um, and it's a Zapdos
Okay.
loss. And that's
Versus the team
interesting.
from Troller.
Yeah, that's a good classic team from Troller.
Um,
And
Sync
Sing
chance
Chansey.
it can
That's a fun set, isn't it?
and Underwave. Okay.
Curiously not going to the Jolteon, but I think does Jolteon more or less clean up Troller's team at this point? I don't know if Starmie necessarily lives from 80%. I hazard a guess that it doesn't quite. Taurus can probably live a hit, but he needs a crit. So it's a case of can he beat this Zapdos one-on-one with his Chansey, which is a bit of a question. But I don't think that if this Zapdos does manage to get extra damage on the Jolteon, it really will matter because he's in. Actually, well, yeah, we possibly put him in range of Starmie, but I think Starmie dies at that range anyway. If he has agility, that would be a really good move to use. Hey, yes, and he does have it, and now the Jolteon is slower than the Tauros and the Starmie, so this game should be any right now. And they're playing so quickly, and it's
Yeah,
it's
pretty good plays from Toller when he was cornered by Jolton, but
yeah,
he made his best.
yeah. I think he got a bit unlucky, but he definitely made it work. So yeah,
To be honest, the Toller wasn't lucky also. He got no crits when Zapdos spammed drill. Or what? Drill
yeah.
pack.
Although he did manage to take out the chances, so I think it was even enough with fairly a fairly good amount of health left. So I guess it didn't matter much that he didn't crit. But yeah, I felt the luck was a bit against Troller that game, but he just played better, and it really worked out for him. So yeah, I mean you can play through bad luck to some extent, and that's a perfectly good thing. Perfectly possible thing. Sorry, I got distracted because Ninjax just sent me a PM saying, "Want to see myself on stream?" Because he's a real grown up.
Yeah.
Gosh, 17 users on the server is plenty.
And we are waiting for game 2.
Yeah. So Troller up 1-0. We'll see if he can keep it up. I played a couple test games with Troller. Obviously, I won't reveal anything that we used in those games. It was kind of fun, but the main thing that happened was he just got brutal hacks against me, and it's like we felt that we used up all his luck for those test games. So if he gets unlucky this series, then
Okay, the second
it's
game is
totally
on.
because we've because we burn up all the luck in the test games. So
And we
Isza on the
have
bottom again.
Kazan Duel, as always, in our meta, and then Toller goes Snorlax.
Yeah.
Snorlax versus Snorlax. Sometimes I am exploding on a 75% Snorlax when I don't wanna. Okay,
Troller
great
catches
prediction
an
from
explosion there
Troller.
with his right on. He goes to Taurus to follow up, but Rhydon doesn't even die to Blizzard at that range. But obviously the safe play is to switch to something else, probably.
Lucky Paracrit.
Yeah, crit para there, and Executor goes down for nothing, which is a great piece of luck for Isza. If this is counter Chansey, this would be a great time to counter, though. Well, it would be pretty good, although I think...
And it's not.
No,
maybe it's counter
do a
Snorlax.
good double there.
Counter is still working.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not counter Snorlax.
Yeah, and that could have gone badly if it was counter Snorlax, because he did stay in and Thunderwave there. And in comes Chansey. Do we see a self-destruct? See Earthquake there to scout for the counter. Chansey's staying in. We see Reflect, so it's seemingly Reflect Rest Lax. Unless there's a surprise self-destruct, but yeah, no, all 4 moves revealed. Yeah, Isza does the right thing going to Executor, pressuring the sleeping Lax. Fires off a free Psychic, but Zam comes in to take it, but obviously forcing out the sleeping Lax is still was the goal of that exercise. Alakazam's Seismic Tosses wins the speed tie and takes out Isza's own Alakazam, so this is a surprisingly fast game. Normally when you see Alakazam versus Alakazam, there's usually quite a bit of time before things really open up. And Isza's just spamming Body Slam when it's working. But he ends up with his Tauros paralyzed. And then Heroic Troller absorbs the Hyper Beam again with Rhydon. Yeah, this is... they're playing so quickly, though, I can't really give great insight because it's too fast to really give longer sort of things. And a Persian loss, that's exciting. Yeah,
I'm not sure that person will win this game.
I'm not sure either.
I'm pretty sure that Troller will be up 2-0 before the third game.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. Yeah, I think that Sleeping Lax is going to be hell for him when it comes down to it. But what would you sack here? Because Troller is more or less forced to sack. I mean, it's better to sack like a Rhydon or Chansey at this point than to go into Lax straight off, I think. So he goes into Chansey, soaks that Bubble Beam perfectly, gets off a slash there. In comes Alakazam. I didn't realise that Alakazam even lived a slash. I mean, that's
it will be fire from Alakazam. Maybe Isza will be back to the game.
Yeah, that's true, but I probably would have gone on
critical hit.
But no, he gets off the Thunder.
Thunderwave from person.
Yeah,
maybe not a walk after this. But full HP Executor and 70% chance they are not paralyzed.
Yeah.
Okay. Sleeping Snorlax. Good throw. Okay, nice switch.
Yeah, I do feel like Troller does have the advantage, but
if this Guitar have a normal move,
if
it will.
Move,
okay, it's don't have.
No, there's a recover.
Transport, maybe.
Yeah, and it looks like this Tauros being allowed to just fire off attack after attack here, so... is he going to fish for the crit on the Snorlax? And he gets it, the roughly...
Yeah.
What is it, roughly 1 in 20 chance or so? Isza's saying in the chat that he forgot a Double Edge and Executor again, and that definitely fucked him up. Not being able to get past that
Nowadays, it's very popular to run normal move on Executor, but sometimes, rarely we see Stun Spore.
Yeah, I tend to use Stun Spore still, but maybe I'm just really old school. But
another critical hit from Snorlax and Miss Hyper Beam.
Oh, poor thing. Ripperonis. Yeah,
maybe some lucky special drops from Gutter, plus crits, plus paralyze, and Gutter will win. But definitely she must sleep out here Because Snorlax is not in range of Psychic
Yeah.
for one turn hit kill. And after this, it will be duel versus Kazam. If she wins, then will be duel versus Towers. Either in a very bad situation here. Okay, Lucky special
Yeah.
dropped here.
Yeah, it looks like not having
Another
double edge on
special
this
drop,
team
Paralyze,
really
maybe.
crushed him. Oh, but
And
Executor's
one
making
more.
it work.
Thunder Wave. Okay.
Goes
Towers.
straight into Taurus. That doesn't make much sense to me.
Hyper Beam.
There. Psychic takes
I'm
it
not sure that Troller played
the best
yeah.
there, but
the best way,
I
but
think it's a
maybe
defensible line of play. But
that's
it's
a
a great
special
line.
drop. One more.
Ooh, it's happening.
If no para. Okay, Snorlax.
What's the PP at? The PP on this Psychic is down to like 3 now, though.
Yep, 3. And insta reveal of normal move.
Explode the entire game. But yeah, if he had double edge, he won this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Will we see paralyzed double paralyzed from Alakazam?
Yeah, double paralyze is also an option, but I mean, since Executor dies to 2 static tosses, Isza could definitely just throw in his cards and just explode here, which I think would be well, it's a case of does he want to just blank the game and make it a tie, or does he want to go for the win? And it's an interesting question, really. And he goes for the Psychic, and he gets it correct, and he gets it. So he went for the win, and he got it. And Isza just about takes that game. So surprising bit of a comeback there for Isza, showing how good Executor can be, I think.
Even without a normal move. Okay, we are waiting for game 3. Maybe we will see something interesting from both players.
Yeah.
Maybe something like Articuno or Slowbro.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we'll see some interesting teams. But it's really a great chance for both players to show the best that they have as well. It should be good. Yeah,
To be honest, it's not night for Troller, because it's only 8 PM for him.
Yeah. Well, Music's got time if the series goes kind of late. But we're 1-1 so far, so it could potentially be over in 2 games or longer. We'll see how this goes.
I'm pretty sure that Isza now is rebuilding her teams, because this no normal move Executor was really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, they started.
The 4th move. Oh, okay.
And another Kazam versus Kazam.
Yeah, it's really common to these days in the meta. I mean, Zam's always been common, but it really has seemed like sort of a resurgence again.
Okay. Entire rule is the worst rule.
But it is the rule, so... But there's Snorlax coming in on the Alakazam recover. Sort of like the first game.
We will see Kinesis Alakazam from Troller. Is the main question. For me. Or sometimes
he might run Kinesis Sam. That would be cool. Not something you ever really see. I've not seen it in years, honestly. It's not a terrible set. Ooh, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, perfectly accurate sleep powder there for Isza there, as he catches that Hyper Beam.
Yeah,
if Snorlax gets a quick wake up.
Wake up.
And then Executor comes into block sweep, so that could have been much worse than it was for Troller. But he seismic tosses there, putting the pressure on the Executor. And he decides to pull it back in. Psychic's their brutal crit though. So yeah, there's no denying this is exciting at least.
The worst thing that no heroic troll monsters sleep right now, and Gutter is not paralyzed, so any of monsters except Alakazam can be out of game. Okay, she decided to lose it.
Curious.
Maybe we will see a counter right here. And
no, we see a good double though instead of Snorlax coming in, so that worked out. But yeah, the choice of going Executor there was really quite curious. So I guess he decided that it was more important to be able to block sleep than to be able to get sleep, and I understand sort of the thinking in that. But with its explosion, it was basically a guarantee. Another psychic crit carrying a Snorlax. Yeah, we're seeing a sort of a pattern this game. Tauros comes into revenge kill, so it looks like we're going to be 4-4. But with one of Issa's ones being that somewhat weakened and paralyzed Alakazam, and there being probably Executor, Chansey, and something else on Troller's team. And that something else really could be anything, which is just part of why Zam Lead is good in a way is because it really doesn't tell your opponent what you have lost.
What we want to see from Isza as the last Pokemon. It can be Lapras, Golem, maybe something like Zapdos.
Yeah, so many different things it could be.
We should see a full set of Chansey, to be sure.
Yeah. So Executor comes in here, threatens Sleep Powder, but obviously the play here for Isza is going into Alakazam. I don't think he really has much in the other way of other options, but can Troller capitalize on that?
Maybe we will see Person again.
Yeah, I mean, Troller could just
or something like Sand Slash.
And they both sort of overpredict. And the Tauros critical hit body slam there puts the Executor in range, and this has been a strange game.
I think it's time to reveal fifth
if he has one.
Pokemon for Troller.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe to absorb Body Slam or Hyper Beam.
Yeah. If it's a Castami or a Slowbro or something, that could work out.
Or Raiden.
Yeah, or a Rock type, of course.
Should be great for him to see Raiden.
Will Isza predict it though in Blizzard or something here? But I don't know. Body Slam just seems like the safest play for Isza here. But Troller could exploit that and explode, and get the Tauros down. But I don't know if that's necessarily the best move. But it feels like a game of constant trading. We'll be probably down to 3-3 pretty soon if that happens. Yeah. Yeah, Isza stays in, body slams, Tauros, Executor explodes. Nearly said Tauros explodes, that would have been fun.
Nice for Troller, he won this mind game. Maybe if I was on her place, I would go Alakazam, to be honest, in this station.
Yeah, I see the thought behind that, but
maybe the safest move, cause Executor can boom or switch. If he switches, you can see one of the last Pokemon of Troller and have a plan for the rest of the game. Yeah. But maybe it's misplay from Isza right here.
Yeah, possibly. Although if it was a rock type, it still wasn't a good play. And Body Slam would have been much better there. So, not that it does much to the rock, but it gets the Blizzard off. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think you probably are right on the Alakazam play, but it does have some downsides depending on if Troller did switch to something. So Chansey here. If one has Sing, that would be a great time to use it. We see Ice. We're going to see a Freeze War.
Oh my god!
First one. Yeah, these I rarely see these.
Underway from Troller. Okay. Maybe his last is Lapras, and he will make Parafusion Trap.
Yeah, it could work. Earthquake's this, cuts for counter. Jolteon last. Oh, there we go.
Yep, it
Body
can
slam
work.
there, but now he's in range of Earthquake. The Taurus could clean things up right here without anything else going on, honestly.
Pretty safe play from Toller.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a safe play. In comes the Chansey.
And we will see PP style from... Oh, okay. Toller switched towers.
Yeah, if Chansey FP'd there, then everything was in range of a Hyper Beam. Now with that crit Earthquake, yeah, Hyper Beam
Like
plays
treats.
everything. So the Chansey can now be a real problem for Troller. No, for Isza, sorry.
I'm not sure that Isza played well again.
Yeah.
She should go Alakazam, because Alakazam faster than Towers and can make huge damage to the all potential mons of Troller.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with him going Taurus into the Alakazam like that. I felt like he risked plenty of damage there, and I mean, Alakazam survives a Hyper Beam at full. Well, it's a roll, but
Okay.
well, they're playing so quickly that like if I was normally sitting here, I'd be clicking skip turn, skip turn, skip turn, and I think everyone's like 5 turns ahead of the stream just because they're playing so quick. But yeah, okay, there's the game.
Troller won this game.
Yeah.
Okay. What I can say that Isza is very nervous right now.
You think?
Yeah, I think that Isza is very nervous.
Yeah.
She made 2 big misplays, and this cost her a game.
Yeah, I think Troller's like pretty comfortable in this sort of environment as well. I think he's played plenty of high-level RBY games in like really like sort of final style sort of situations or close enough. So yeah, maybe that's playing to his advantage, but yeah, these games are going so fast that I can't really keep up with them in terms of like when I talk, I'm not thinking quite as much about the game unless there's a lot of time in between the moves where I'm able to sort of explain my own thought processes. So if Troller like misplayed or Isza misplayed, I wouldn't really have captured it too well.
That's why you have me as a commentator.
Yeah, since you're not like feeling forced to speak all the time, you can give these insights as well, and it's always good having someone else with a sort of different approach to things as well. You're also able to skip turns and stuff, but yeah. Next game should be very soon. Game 4, we'll see if Troller can take the whole series now, or if Isza can push it to the full 5 games. Whoever wins is a new tournament winner, and whoever loses is a new tournament runner-up. So there's all to play for. And who knows? There could even be much going into the season.
They started.
Yeah, they started Alakazam on Alakazam here again. Yeah, so Thunderwave.
Troller will go like
switch pretty
I'm
quickly.
Sure.
Yeah, it's interesting how they play the Alakazam did. It was very different to me. They normally switch pretty quickly. I find I tend to stick it out longer and really try and find a good opening. So nothing happens after turn 4. There in comes Lax as well into the seismic toss. Works out. I do like to throw out a few psychics often when I'm in like the Xandinos to stop plays like the Snorlax play from being so strong. In comes Chansey. You know what we haven't seen yet this series so far is a Reflect Chansey, which is interesting to say the least. It's all been
a very terrifying turn, because we don't know set of Chansey, and Troller should be afraid of counter here. And we will see what counter.
Ooh,
okay.
And he does it, and in comes, and that KOs the Alakazam right there. And
not safe to play
punished
from
for not
Troller.
scanning for the counter.
And he can catch Kazam by a normal move right now, if Chansey will switch to Kazam.
Yeah, that definitely. Because of the way
I
that he
think
played the
Isza
Xander, that
should
sounds like
go
full HP.
good right now. Should be pretty safe.
Yeah, I think the
Maybe.
Executor has to
Maybe.
stay in and either attack or use Sleep Powder because you don't want to switch and then get caught by a counter again, which would be some next level play if that happened. But I don't
We
think it's a
can
good play, but it would be amazing.
we can see switch back to Snorlax from Toga
Yeah,
as an option.
I would probably just Sleep Powder. In all honesty, I wouldn't normal move in case chance he does counter. Psychic will do next to nothing. And I think you just want to keep Isza honest at this point, make sure that he switches out so that and make sure that the damage count is just there. Yeah, and that's what happens. And I agree with that. And he just says to stick it out and Psychic there. Takes a Thunder Wave there, and that means that the Executor can now be used to block sleep, which is good. Alax comes in. So able to
Alakazam was in Hyper Beam range. Okay, it's Gendra.
Yeah,
Only Gendra. Maybe it's my team from RMT from PP. Okay, it's not mine. Cloyster.
Not only Gengar and Cloyster, this is certainly an interesting and different team, and Troll decides that he's going to take the damage on Executor to
Jordan wasn't paralyzed, and
the
Cloyster got slapped.
Yeah, I don't think this Smarx is going to do too much work, given that there's a Cloyster, a Gengar, and a counter Chansey this matchup. So, but we'll see what he can do.
Really big work for Troller and Isza. No, for Troller to catch Troller, Snorlax or Gutter, boom on Genja, and the work from Troller that he got not be caught by this, because if he will make some bad moves and something like Snorlax and Gutter will explode into Genja, it will be a very okay. Another Cloyster here. Cloyster versus Cloyster.
But
oh my God.
Isza has a really good Cloyster answer in that unparalyzed Gengar though. But
I'm
the
sure
two aren't really doing much to each other, honestly, with just this clamping and you'll see what
I'm sure that Gengar has T-Bolt and maybe she has advantage versus the team. Okay.
Yeah, Gengar is a great Cloyster answer because it's immune to the explosion, it has high special, takes the blizzard fairly well, and it has Thunderbolt, and it outspeeds. So there's just so many reasons why Gengar is a great answer to it, but Isza fails to make use of it.
Troller revealed all his team, and maybe we will see something like full rep team from Isza right now, because we don't know two last months. Maybe it's Dragon Knight here. Okay, no, it's Towers versus Towers Mirror.
Yeah.
We will see something
you
like...
think there's going to be an Executor?
I can see
that being no Executor with Gar Cloyster and Alakazam. You sort of have your bases covered there. So to me, I sort of reckon that it's going to be a Lax or something last, or maybe a Rock type even, which would be interesting to see. So we see the Taurus Ditto 4-star after the Cloyster goes down.
If you will check Eric Troller team, you can see that all mons except Chansey and Tauros are paralyzed. It should be dangerous if we will see final mon something like Dragon Knight.
Yeah, or
so
just
it's very strictful here, and with this type of team.
Amusingly, I think Machamp would actually annihilate at this point if that was Ice's last. There's no way he brought Machamp, but it would win here. Somehow. I think. I mean, that Executor must be in like Machamp Hyper Beam range.
No, pretty non-standard situation when... it's Gutter.
Okay, so it is Executor, yeah. It was clearly...
I was thinking about why Gengar instead of Gutter, and we got Gutter here. Okay. Will we see Hyper Beam? Or maybe we will see Gengar switch.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Trying to catch this.
Yeah, even if you switch Gengar Nightshaded or Exploded, Oh, Isza
Isza
disconnected,
left.
but Troller will turn off the timer. Um, yeah. If Isza went Gengar and then exploded, um, then he takes something out, and then Tauros revenge kills, and then it's like 4-3.
I'm pretty sure that Troller is expecting that here will be Ginger, or maybe it's not. But maybe we'll see Psychic from Troller here.
Yeah,
And
I
then
sort of feel like
something
Sleep Powder
interesting.
might be the better move.
Because
Gengar switches in.
Ginger will not kill Executor.
It can with Explosion. Explosion is a free KO for the Gengar at this point, actually. Since the Tauros has taken 2 Hyper Beams, so... No, 2 Body Slams, sorry. No, instead he goes Alakazam. And there's a great double to Tauros there. Alakazam isn't in range of an Earthquake, and Body Slam was a roll. Be interesting to see if he decides to stay in here, though. And he goes Gengar, and Troller catches him on the Earthquake, which is fantastically done, and he wins the speed tie. There goes the Gengar for nothing, and Troller looks like he's making his way back, doesn't he? In comes that Executor again, and he just goes for a Body Slam there. Gets a paralysis, but goes down to the Psychic. That's certainly interesting. Do we see an explosion? Yeah, we do. Trades the Executor for the Alakazam.
Pretty good play from Isza.
And do we see another self-destruct there?
Okay.
Ooh, brutal full paralysis. That's a brutal turn. And now he's got to hope...
Strange that Isza haven't critted here.
Ooh, he critted.
Exploded Ice. I wanna say exploded. Okay. Great play from Isza, and we will see final match.
Yeah.
5th game.
We'll go into game 5. Look at so many people on the server as well. That's pretty nice. 19 people now, it says. With the Ghost of Hudson, it's actually 18, but still. So yeah, it's alright. It's not like the best final I've ever witnessed, but it's different, and that's something. But I do wish they would take their time, making their turn, making their plays. I think if you take your time, you make better plays, and as well as giving the lovely, beautiful narrators a chance to really evaluate the situation. Yeah, we're going into game 5 very soon. People are PMing me on Discord and stuff as well.
Yep, that was very bad place when I was versus you, Team Kali.
Yeah, and this will go up on YouTube after as well, so... Yeah, how many people are watching the stream, I wonder?
Will we have something interesting from Isza again, or she will go something standard here? We haven't seen a lot of common mons in this series. Something like Lapras, something like Golem, something like Articuno.
Yeah,
it's all can appear in the last game.
Yeah, I wonder if Troll will bring something interesting. I mean, he brought a Cloyster last game, but that's about as spicy as he's gotten so far. It tend to find Troll tends to use most of the time fairly standard teams, which is certainly no bad mark against him. But it's worth noting that it does seem that he's like the more typical player in this matchup than Isza is. But we'll see if Isza can pull the upset and take home a Master Tournament victory. I mean, he would be a much bigger surprise than Troller winning a Master Tournament as well. So,
okay,
game
we
5
started.
Yeah, here we go.
Another
Zamuzami
Alakazam
again.
versus Alakazam.
No one uses
Pretty.
Starmie anymore these days. What's going on?
Will we see
Starmie's still
switch
around,
to
but Jinx
Chansey
is just
here?
nowhere.
Nope.
But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see an Exeggutor lead maybe at some point in the series with all the Alakazams around. It might have made some sense, or even just a Jinx. I'm a bit of a fan of Jinx. It looks like they're
Sets
both
me close to
recovering here.
death.
In comes presumably something like a Snorlax on Isza.
Oh.
A brutally double for paralysis there. So Isza gets a bit of the luck early on. God, people are constantly mind gaming the Exeggutors these days as well.
Seems like Game 5 will be a game of mind games.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
And there's a
RBY
hyper
from
Exeggutor.
Berlin.
You're sort of waiting for one of
Oh,
those
we
all
got
series.
normal move here.
And there's a Blizzard there, which is curious. I don't think the Exeggutor's quite in Blizzard range at 39% though.
It's pretty
It has
common
to be
to
a Hyper Beam, but
spam
since he goes
some.
Snorlax, it's fine.
It's fine to spam some ice moves to get a lucky freeze. Maybe. Sometimes it works.
Oh,
Okay,
here comes a
Lapras.
Lapras. Yeah, that's a great Pokemon to go to there. Blizzard's there. Do we see? Oh,
And
we see
Sing
Sing, but it
from Lapras.
misses. I probably would have Sing straight off the bat. There we go, and it connects.
I'm not fan of Sync on Lapras.
I probably would have gone Exeggutor there and just straight exploded. And then either he sacrifices Chansey, in which case you get to Sing again with Lapras. Or yeah, I probably would have. Yeah, I disagree with Troller's play there. I would have gone Exeggutor rather than Tauros, honestly.
Oh, nice switch from Isza. She's going
Yeah.
to kill something on this turn. Okay. Tauros versus Tauros. Early Tauros versus Tauros.
Yeah.
And again, we see that
Yeah, there's some really good games.
revealed
as well,
very
aren't there?
early all his team, and Isza used only 4 months here.
Yeah. Do we see
In
them
a
both
strategic
scope at the
point,
Hyper Beam?
Isza have advantage.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I don't see Troller switching. It's a question of more does Isza switch here. Some sort of Hyper Beam absorber, or if he just Hyper Beams. It would be interesting if he did something like go to Lapras here, or go to Chansey. Since both of them live Hyper Beam at that range, and it would cover a potential rock switching, but it risks if Isza gets fancy and body slams, then that would be like making a not so good situation pretty shaky, even worse. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe
Troller could definitely.
maybe the best thing what Troller can make is to lose something like Alakazam or Gutra and then force
Yeah,
Tauros
that's an
to
idea.
switch out by Chansey. And
Yeah,
then
that's definitely a possibility.
try to switch again to Tauros and catch a crit or para or something like this. Not a good station. Okay, we can see Lapras.
Lapras on
Lapras
Lapras.
versus
That was
Lapras.
peculiar.
If Troller has Confuse Ray here, should be better for him.
He's getting doubled on, so yeah, I sort of see it a bit difficult for either of them to really break the stalemate. It depends on predictions. It's really going to be a horribly mind-game heavy end game here, isn't it? I mean, yeah, just look at this.
Maybe Troller wanna catch switch on chances and go to his towers and again try to catch
I
something.
think it would be better to go.
I'm not
Exeggutor.
sure that Troller have any other outs here.
If he goes to Executor, then he can basically explode for free there.
That's also.
And
But
then,
maybe last of Isza is a Raiden or Golem. She is unpredictable
it's an
a bit.
Executor last ice is then almost certainly. There you can either explode, which takes out the Chansey, and that lets Lapras sing. Or
Interesting.
he explodes into
Interesting.
Lapras, in which case he can then revenge kill with Tauros. And that puts him still in a better position. And then it's basically Lapras, Tauros, Chansey against Chansey, Tauros, and Executor, which is probably hard to say whose favour that exactly is in. I think Chansey becomes a bit of an issue there, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not sure that she wanted this, but as I can see, Isza have a playstyle where he don't wanna get early sleep like all other players.
Yeah.
That's pretty non-standard. So we for 2 times or 3 times so Guto as one of the last months in her team. Maybe it's because it's Syria goes something like this, but maybe it's her own playstyle, and this is awesome.
Alright, he just goes straight Executor there, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
we
pity
got-
that
we
he
got
didn't
a
go
C-boom
Executor
here.
far earlier, and instead he got the Paralysis and Chansey, and I think that the Paralysis and Chansey was a huge misplay, given that he had the Sing Lapras left and that his Snorlax was down at that point. I think that that was like really a huge misplay for Troll earlier on in the game, and it's probably going to cost him. There we go. Well, there's the explosion. So now at least Sing Lapras can do something. So you see Lapras on Lapras. The question is does it sing? Sing, and it lands. And we're going to see Lapras on Lapras here.
And probably Lapras won.
might go Tauros.
I would save his Lapras, or I will try this. If I was him. Because
I
we
think
don't
it
know
basically
the
comes down
last
to
one.
Tauros speed type.
Isza maybe is Gutor, and then Lapras will make a huge damage to Gutor.
Yeah, but I think
Maybe we will
Tauros
have-
played and not going to Tauros there. But maybe. Well, he's forced Isza to go Tauros here, but
Yeah. Maybe it's the best move
But he has to
to
Hyper Beam,
lose
doesn't he?
Tauros here by Troller and then go a chance and Thunder Wave something.
potentially. But then doesn't he sort of just lose to the Tauros at that point? Pretty much.
Chansey is not in Hyper Beam range. So
yeah, but then
if not crits, then
Executor gets like a free sleep powder off or a free explosion.
okay.
Yeah, there's the body
Decided to
slam.
stay in,
Troller
and-
gets it. Troller predicts the body slam there because he wasn't in range of a body slam there.
And
and
what is
now-
last Pokemon?
Last Pokemon's Executor, so Blizzard should KO in tandem with a Yeah, it basically comes down to hitting Blizzard here. So yeah, Troller just about won the final mind game there. So I think Troller basically won sort of the mind games there. But I felt like if he didn't
Okay,
just
the last is Gutor.
if he didn't paralyze that the Chansey, and he said when Executor instead of Tauros on the sleeping Chansey, that he would have had a much easier time of this game. Alright, there goes the Executor.
Maybe we will see miss of Hyper Beam? Nope.
Yeah, miss
Okay.
Blizzard missed her
And Troller
nice chances there. So Troller wins 3-2. New Master Tournament winner and new Master Tournament runner-up. Well done, Troller. Alright, Alright, this has been Disaster Area Mr. Tim. Hope everyone enjoyed watching the stream. It was a lot of fun for me, and I'm really glad to have Mr. Tim with me here. I hope to be joined by him again, as well as joined maybe by other commentators. If anybody wants to join in with commentary with me, do just let me know. So thank you everyone for watching.